Good morning and welcome to Top of the Morning by Mint, your daily shot of sharp business intel, global trends, and market movers. It's Friday, July 18th. I'm Nelson John. The world's turning up the heat, Trump's bruised ego and bruised hand, Amazon's AI-driven layoffs, and India's missiles roaring across skies. This is not your average Friday. You're listening to Top of the Morning. It's no longer just a trade war. It's turning personal. After Donald Trump slapped a sweeping 50% tariff on all Brazilian imports, Brazil's President Luiz Lula da Silva hit back with a fiery response. Quote unquote, "No gringo is going to give orders to this president." The tariff, which kicks in from April 1st, came wrapped in Trump's trademark style, a letter accusing Brazil of unfair trade practices, censorship against American tech firms, and what he calls a witch hunt against former President Jair Bolsonaro. Trump's letter praised Bolsonaro as a highly respected leader and slammed Brazil's judiciary for trying him. "This trial should not be taking place," he wrote, "in a witch hunt that should end immediately." But Lula isn't backing down. While defending Brazil's right to regulate and tax U.S. tech giants accused of spreading fake news, Lula made it clear that Brazil won't be bullied into policy changes. Well, still there is a diplomatic thread left hanging. Brazil's Foreign Minister Mauro Vieira said Lula is open to talking with Trump, though no direct meeting has happened yet. Meanwhile, Brazil is preparing its counterpunch, consulting affected industries and weighing retaliatory tariffs if negotiations fall flat. In short, the gloves are off, and it's not just about soybeans or smartphones. It's sovereignty, censorship, and political pride on the global stage. Another close-up, another bruise, another round of internet speculation. Well, this week, as cameras zoomed in on President Donald Trump's right hand before his trip to Pittsburgh, a familiar bruise poorly concealed with makeup sparked fresh health rumors. The patch looked flaky, mismatched, and all too familiar. This same spot was noticed during previous public events in February, April, and June. But the White House says it's nothing to worry about. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt was quick to respond. "It's from shaking hands with thousands of people." Trump himself echoed that line last year, attributing it to the grind of campaigning and his daily aspirin use. And what about those swollen legs that had folks talking during the recent FIFA event? Well, it turns out it's chronic venous insufficiency, a common non-serious condition where blood pools in the legs due to weakening vein valves. The 79-year-old president underwent a Doppler ultrasound and other tests. No clots, no arterial disease, no heart issues. All results were within normal limits, Leavitt said. The president remains in excellent health, so while the internet zooms in and speculates, doctors say Trump's body is holding up fine. Well, yes, he has some age-related wear and tear, mild leg swelling and bruises from handshakes, but nothing more. A detailed health letter is expected soon. Until then, the message from the White House is clear. He's working round the clock. Amazon's cloud just got a little leaner. The tech giant has begun layoffs in Amazon Web Services, AWS, its powerhouse cloud computing arm, as it redirects focus towards the booming but costly world of artificial intelligence. "We've made the difficult decision to eliminate some roles across particular teams in AWS," said spokesperson Brad Glasser in a statement to Bloomberg. He added that the move followed a thorough review of organizational priorities with support promised for the affected employees. Well, this isn't a surprise if you've been tracking CEO Andy Jassy's signals. In June, he hinted that AI automation would eventually reduce Amazon's workforce, and that future is already arriving. AWS, while a profit engine, is now rebalancing resources. The goal, streamlining operations and double down on innovation, especially in AI, which is rapidly reshaping the tech landscape. As of March, Amazon, the second largest private employer in the U.S., with 1.56 million workers, more than 350,000 in corporate roles. Even that giant scale isn't immune to the efficient push sweeping across big tech. Microsoft, too, recently laid off around 9,000 employees, its second major cut this year, also citing shifting AI priorities. For Amazon and others, the message is clear. AI is transforming not just how tech is built, but who builds it. Gautam Adani is trimming the fat again. In a major move, the Adani Group has agreed to sell a 20% stake in its agribusiness arm, AWL Agribusiness Limited, to Singapore-based Wilmar International. The deal is worth 7,150 crore rupees at 275 rupees per share. Once the deal clears regulatory hurdles, Wilmar will hold 64% in AWL, overtaking Adani to become the majority shareholder. Now, that's a significant shift for a company once co-promoted by both giants in equal measure. A spokesperson confirmed the transaction is subject to customary conditions, including antitrust approvals. Now, let's rewind to December 2024. Adani had already signaled its exit plans from AWL, formerly Adani Wilmar Limited, announcing its intent to divest its 44% stake to refocus on core infrastructure operations. That same month, Adani Commodities and Wilmar's Lens Pte. Had inked a put-call agreement setting a price ceiling of 305 rupees per share. January 2025 saw Adani sell 13.5% of its stake, bringing its holding down to 30.42%, helping AWL meet the minimum public shareholding norms. Now, with its latest transaction, the power balance shifts decisively in Wilmar's favor, marking Adani's gradual but clear exit from the FMCG space. India just sent a loud and clear message from Odisha to Ladakh. On Thursday, the Strategic Forces Command successfully test-fired 2 nuclear-capable ballistic missiles, Prithvi-2 and Agni, from the integrated test range off the Odisha coast. Both missiles, long-standing pillars of India's nuclear deterrent, met every technical and operational parameter, the Defence Ministry confirmed. Prithvi-2, a 350-kilometer range, and Agni-1, stretching up to 900 kilometers, can carry conventional or nuclear warheads. And with tensions never too far from the surface, especially after the May 7th to 10th skirmish with Pakistan, this move reinforces India's no-nonsense stance on strategic readiness. But that's not all. Just a day earlier, Akash Prime, an upgraded surface-to-air missile system, scored 2 direct kills on high-speed aerial targets in Ladakh, above 4,500 meters altitude, right near the actual line of control. Now, this system, tailored for the Indian Army, features an indigenously developed radio frequency seeker, making it sharper, faster, and deadlier. The Defence Ministry called it a significant milestone, especially on the heels of Operation Sindoor, where India's indigenous defence systems earned global praise. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh applauded the Army, DRDO, and industry players, calling it a remarkable achievement. From strategic deterrence to frontline air defense, India's missile muscle just flexed, and the world took note. That's all for today. Thank you for joining in. We're eagerly looking forward to our next Top of the Morning episode, which will be packed with the latest news. Until then, this is Nelson John signing off. Have a marvelous weekend.